The law of attraction starts with the law of vibration. And let's take a look at where the law of vibration starts. It starts right in your own mind, right in your own head. Your mind activates brain cells. And when those brain cells are activated, you impact the whole universe. Do you know that thought waves are cosmic waves that penetrate all time and space? You see, as you get studying this and as you start to get into it in some depth, the ideas are so vast, they're so huge, yet you think, this is about me? See, I don't think the vast majority of us have ever been introduced to who we really are. I think that if a person started to show some promise in developing a healthy self-image, they were told that they were being conceited. Don't be like that. That's not what it should be. And of course, you get a lot of other bad information in there. But this law of vibration starts in our own marvelous mind. Lincoln said something absolutely incredible. Lincoln said many things that are incredible. But he said, to believe in the things you can see and touch is no belief at all. But to believe in the unseen is a triumph and a blessing. To believe in the things you can see and touch. We've got things we can see and touch. That's no belief at all. To believe in the unseen is a triumph and a blessing. Do you know the biggest part of you you'll never see? The real you'll never see. You've got to start to get it in the right slot in your mind. You've got to realize that there's so much to us that we don't really get. We don't understand. Our educational system is so lacking in teaching us who we are. You can study psychology, but most people that study psychology have never really got to know themselves. I'm talking about in depth who you really are, your relationship to the whole scheme of things, your relationship to God. You're talking about an infinite power, and you're created in that image. We have infinite potential locked up within us. What we want to do is learn how to use it for good in our life. This man changed my life probably as much as anyone. Leland Van der Waal, he introduced me to some enormous ideas. And he helped me, he got me into things that I never thought of in my life. He was the one that first told me about it. You're a mass of energy and you function on frequencies. You are. Now think of that. You may not think of yourself that way. And then you might say, what's this got to do with anything? If you really understand it, you can attract more money, all the money you want, as a matter of fact. You can attract good health. You can attract great relationships. You can attract phenomenal business. I sat down on a sofa in a room by myself in a little house on Maplewood Lane in 1973, and I said, I'm going to build a company that operates all over the world. I was intellectually involved and I got emotionally involved, but I was it. I was the company. There was no one else. I was by myself. That's what I wanted to do. If you don't know what you want to do, you're going to drift. You're just going to float around like a leaf on a windy day. You're not going to go anywhere. You are a mass of energy and you function on frequencies. And Val really helped me understand that. Val Van der Waal had a very strong spiritual understanding. And he said, Bob, if you take a picture of yourself with a curling camera, you're going to see yourself as a glistening, radiating, gleaming form. When you photograph mass, you can photograph the energy coming from it. You can photograph a plant, and you'll see there's a vibration coming from the plant. Everything vibrates. A garden rock is vibrating. Everything moves. Nothing rests. And why am I telling you this? I'm telling you because I think it's a mighty important thing for you to really understand. You see, energy functions on frequencies, and that's what you're made of. Your body is a mass of living energy. A frequency is a level of vibration. That's exactly what a frequency is. There is an infinite number of frequencies. Remember I said you can think, activate brain cells, and you send off a charge of energy. Now stay with me here. This is so important, yet it's so misunderstood. There's an infinite number of frequencies. Albert Einstein, he said everything is energy and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. You take care of the cause, the effect always takes care of itself. Earl Nightingale said essentially the same thing. in 1959. He brought out the strangest secret record. Right at the beginning of that recording, he talks about the good Dr. Albert Schweitzer being interviewed out of London. And they asked the good doctor what was wrong with man today. So he thought about it for a while. And he said, man simply doesn't think. We do not think. You say, well, everybody thinks. No. Understand, mental activity does not constitute thinking. You have higher faculties. These higher faculties, most people know little about. Oh, they hear the word every now and then. The perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, intuition. These higher faculties are what literally separate us from all the rest of the animal kingdom. All the rest of the little animal kingdom, they're completely at home in their environment. They blend in. You and I are totally disoriented in our environment. That is because we have been given the godlike ability to create our own environment. Charlie Tremendous Jones was a great man, just a phenomenal public speaker, great teacher, and always promoting books. He said that he believes that we're the composite of the books we read and the people we associate with. I'm inclined to agree with him. Well, as you start to listen to Earl and The Strangest Secret, a lot of things started to happen to me, and it changed all kinds of things in my life. Now there's the two men who both ended up being mentors of mine because I worked with them. I worked very closely with them, but it was as a result of me listening to this recording. I was listening to this recording and I thought, it would be phenomenal to work with them. Well, it was in 1966. I went to visit them, and I decided I want to work with them. Every one of us has gathered an abundance of knowledge covering numerous subjects. However, most of what we've learned has very little, if anything, to do with our paradigm. Therefore, we frequently don't do what we already know how to do. I maintain that everyone that can hear my voice already knows how to at least double your income. Well, you may be thinking, oh, that's not true. Oh yeah, trust me. I've been there, I've done that. I've worked with thousands of people. I know how it works. We have superior knowledge, inferior results. That causes confusion and frustration. Here's a person here, they've got all this knowledge in their mind. They go to school, they get a ton of knowledge. But you know something? The knowledge doesn't match the results. Why is it that a person with a great formal education, worked in a good company for maybe 30 years, is struggling to meet a mortgage payment? Explain that to me. How does that work? They've gone right through our educational system. We're very dedicated to employees, maybe 30 or 40 years, and they're having difficulty making the mortgage payment. Doesn't make sense, does it? Well, all they know isn't working for them because the paradigm is in control of them. Their results are nothing but an expression of the paradigm. That's all that conditioning that took place before they could even think. If you want to change your results, it's essential that you change the paradigm. That's absolutely essential. A paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior.